Welcome to wild and wonderful West Virginia.
Wild and wonderful West Virginia.
Alright friends, this episode is going to be the conclusion of our trip at Summersville, West Virginia, where we were staying at Mountain Lake Campground and Cabins. We had an amazing time there. It was very good to get all of our families kind of brought together.
That was fun. It was chaotic, but fun.
Yeah.
Wrangling that many people together for...
Coordinating everybody was...
There's a lot of people there.
Which we really enjoyed all of it, to be honest with you.
Someone hosted a dinner every night, and then everyone else, it was kind of potluck, brought something to share, and we moved around from site to site. It was nice.
There's Sarah. Sarah had a fun time at Summersville. It was Sarah's birthday while we were there. I want to go over just a quick recap of everything, and we'll piece the video around it. See it? Obviously the first day, which was last week's episode, you've seen we went to the new River Gorge. Check that out if you haven't. But then on day 2, Sarah and I went kayaking out to Pirates Cove, which we had a great time out there. And then Rachel met us out there. She came out with her brother on the jet ski.
That was so fun. So fun.
Friends, we started out back at, there's like a boat launch area. Just when you get off 19 to go into Mountain Lake Campground, you would make the first left, and you pay like $5 to get a permit. But it's going to take us close to the bridge, but you can reach Pirates Cove easily. Here, perfect. See it? Was my brother's boss's jet ski, Randy, and Randy also came down for a portion of the weekend and brought his speedboat, and wow, that was fun. Thank you, Randy, so much. If you ever see this, let me know when you're passing by on your way to Raystown. I owe you a pan of cinnamon rolls.
It was no fun for me.
Sarah didn't like the speedboat.
Sarah's a little scared, but I had fun.
so we got to ride the speedboat. That would have been the next morning, and then Rachel and I paddled out to where her parents were scuba diving.
That was fun.
We're trying to do this two-person paddling thing, and it's just not really working out. We keep smacking each other's paddles, and I don't know. I think there's a technique to it that we just don't have.
Both of us are trying to lead, and you can't have, one's got to follow and one's got to lead. We haven't figured out which one is going to lead yet. So now we're just taking turns.
We had a birthday party for Sarah yesterday night, so that went over pretty well. We did mountain pies. I didn't film anything because we were too busy preparing food and stuff. This morning, Rachel's brother's boss, Randy, I believe his name is, came out here, and he's got an awesome speedboat, so he took us out. We went out to Long Point.
That was so fun.
And Pirates Cove, where we were yesterday, and so you know, we'll piece it into the video here, but I'll tell you what, if you ever have the opportunity to get out on a speedboat, you go do it. But man, we're having a good time. Summersville Lake, West Virginia, that's the place to go. Was fun, and the lake is just awesome. The water's warm, it's usually clear. It wasn't overly clear whenever we were there this time. I mean, it was clearer than what you'd have around in Pennsylvania.
They had a lot of rain the day or two before we got there.
So it was like 3 feet up.
The lake was really up. So the one night we were there staying over, the campground sent out a message to all the people staying in the campground and said, if you have boats tied up to the shore near our campground, you need to reconsider where you have them. They're draining the lake tonight. Not draining, but they're releasing water.
You know, bringing it back to normal summer pool is what the official terms were for it. So, I mean, that was like, it dropped a couple feet while we were there, and, you know, it had another foot or so to go. But yeah, we had such a good time on this trip. We've already booked Summersville Mountain Lake again for next year because there's more to see down there. We want to go to Hawk's Nest, and wouldn't mind going back to the new River Gorge National Park because, like I told you, there's coal mines and stuff, historic towns and things like that.
There's a lot of that park we did not get to see. We were on the rim of the gorge, and there's a lot more to the park down below at the bottom.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We got some really cool stuff coming up. Some national parks, which we're kind of going through this fall. And so it's going to get good here soon. And then we've even got, it was sort of a spontaneous trip to Shawnee State Park, which is where we're at right now. You can see behind us. We're hitched up and ready to go. We're the last camper here, so there's nobody else in the campground here behind us. So stay tuned for that because we've had a good time here as well. We will see you guys in 2 weeks because we've got to fix our awning. When we were at Summersville, the awning went kaput, so that's the next episode coming up in 2 weeks. Next week we're taking a week off, but we'll see you then.